We know what the honor is of going, to the White House.
Knock the crap out of him. Like to punch him in the face.
The things that he said and the things that he hasn't said in the right times, that we won't stand for it.
They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Very fine people on both sides.
Even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated black.
Yes, going to the White House is definitely a huge honor. We've been before when President Obama was there.
Why doesn't he show his birth certificate?
I want him to show his birth certificate.
Then he has pulled one of the great cons in the history of politics.
If you're not going to celebrate, the collective and the majority of Americans that live in this country, then I didn't want to go.
Knock the crap out of him, would you? Seriously.
Through unprecedented times, Steph Curry has put the onus on himself to help inform the masses.
What needs to happen in terms of, the numbers, large gatherings, sporting events, those type of things are okay to, revisit as not a threat to continue, the spread of the virus?
That's a great question, Steph.
Like hosting a live Q&A video on his Instagram feed with Dr. Anthony Fauci. Nice hoop in the back, by the way, Doc. This after Donald Trump.
All of this with the global warming and that, a lot of it's a hoax. Now the Democrats are politicizing the coronavirus. This is their new hoax. I'm not denying climate change, but it could very well go back. We're talking about over millions of years.
The anti-science, climate change denying president has done this.
Trump has given unusual leeway to Fauci, but aides say he is losing his patience.
Yes, losing patience because the reality star suddenly isn't the star when Fauci is in the room.
No, he's not here because we really weren't discussing what he's best at.
Trump saying this at a press briefing on COVID-19, that pandemic thing that Trump was ill prepared for and intentionally did not push for aggressive testing because the president made clear the lower the numbers on coronavirus, the better for his potential re-election this fall.
I know that there's a conversation now about just the overall accessibility of tests. What's your assessment of that process? How important is that process, whether you have symptoms or whether you don't?
Great question. That's been a real issue.
What is the likelihood that we get to a success in a vaccine?
Okay, another great question.
What Steph is doing here is serving us with knowledge and extending his large platform to educate the masses. It didn't stop there. Lineage Logistics, a mostly unseen giant of the food industry, touches some 30% of America's food. That's nearly 30 billion pounds of food annually. Curry formed the charity Eat, Learn, Play with wife Aisha to mobilize to feed students in need. After Curry and Lineage touched base, Steph enlisted hundreds of sideline workers from NBA arenas around the country, while Lineage started supplying warehouse space to store and distribute millions of meals that Curry plans to donate in and around Oakland. Stephen Curry is what athletes should strive to be: informative, willing to learn, and eager to get the pure, unfiltered message out, especially in times like these and an administration operating in alternative facts. Not only is he helping the disenfranchised, but he is displaying each and every day during this pandemic what more than an athlete truly means. I suppose the correct conclusion is, wisely, he simply did not
shut up and dribble.
Yeah, that's it. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.